A question that I am very often asked is, what do you do when you don't feel like worshiping? And I like to remember what Jesus has done in my life. When I stop to think about the dark pit I was in when he called my name, to remember what it sounded like when I could hear his voice breaking through all the other voices, all of the lies, and calling out my name, remembering what it felt like when he pulled me out of darkness, when he broke those chains, when he set me free. When I stopped to think about that and to remember that place that I was in, remember what it is that he saved me from, I cannot contain my worship. I can't hold it back. And there's one moment in particular that I will think about often and remember often. And that's at a moment in my life when I was a new Christian and I was going through a lot of inner healing and just kind of getting rewired from the inside out. I had a lot of things that I was carrying in my life, a lot of baggage that I had come into my relationship with Jesus with. And I was just getting set free little by little in this time. And this one day I was with a mama who was praying for me and leading me in some ministry. And in this moment when I could feel her just invite Jesus to come and to be in the room with us, I could feel myself kind of trying to hold back these floodgates in my heart, this stuff that I knew was on the other side of this wall that I did not want to come out in this moment and in this room. I was trying to just be okay and present that I'm okay and I'm all right and everything is good. And I just couldn't hold it in anymore. And in that moment, those floodgates in my heart just came wide open. And all of this pain and this anger and this baggage, this anguish that I had been carrying from years through my childhood of growing up, being abused by multiple stepfathers, and these things, these questions, these doubts of who God is were just there inside of me. And in that moment, as I just let it all out through tears and sobbing, and even to say, I shouted at Jesus, I hate you. And in that moment, I felt so much shame at how I was feeling, at everything that was coming out of me. But what I was met with was not what I expected or even thought I deserved. It wasn't punishment. It wasn't condemnation. I was just met with the incredible love of the Father, just coming and wrapping his arms around me, wrapping his love around me, and showing me so much mercy and so much goodness. And I remember the incredible relief that I felt to know and to understand that I did not have to go back to that I didn't have to live in that pain and in that anguish anymore, that what Jesus had done on the cross had set me free in that moment, that he had made a way for me to let all of that out and to give my whole heart. And I realized that what I had been doing is just kind of giving my heart in these little pieces, just one little piece at a time. I was afraid, was God really as good as he says he is? Is he really faithful? Is he still going to love me when he sees all the ugly things inside? Is he still going to be there? Is he going to stay with me and not ever leave me? And when I finally acknowledged those lies and I came out of agreement with those lies and I aligned my heart with the truth, and in that moment I allowed my whole heart to become exposed to Jesus and to give him my whole heart, that was the moment that everything changed. And this song that I'm about to sing, it's a little bit of a different kind of worship song, because the first verse, it says, I come out of agreement with the lie. And the second verse says, I come into agreement with the truth. And it's kind of funny words to sing, but I think it's words that we need to sing, because so often there are lies that we are believing that are holding us back, things inside of us maybe from long ago that we don't even recognize and realize that this very thing is coming between us and God and holding us at a distance. And today I would encourage you to let your hunger for him, your need for him, to become so much greater than any of the doubt or the questions, and to just come as you are, to bring your whole heart, not one little piece at a time, but your whole heart, that this is what Jesus died on the cross for. He died for our whole heart, not one little piece, but our whole heart. Amen.